morning. I really contemplated on making this video. Like, I laid here and I thought really hard. And maybe because I don't know. But I think I'm dealing with like a little, like, slightly like PTSD, like post trauma stress. And it's just, like, my parents are really old, like they're in the 70s. They grew up, like, they took care of me as best to the ability that they possibly can, but we grew up in poverty. There's nothing changing it. My dad had 3 kids, and I'm way younger than my other two sisters, like way younger than my other two sisters. But then my sisters had kids, and then my mom have always been a stay-at-home mom her whole entire life. I think, like, when they first, like, initially got married, like, a really long time ago, like 50 plus years ago, I don't know. Like, my mom was like a maid or something, but she never got her like driver's license and stuff like that. So but then my mom took care of my niece and nephew, but I was like little, I was like in middle school, so I was always there helping them out and stuff like that. And after post-COVID, I really struggled with certain people not giving me the space, and then I had to like explain what space meant, but boundaries. Like, people would always constantly overstep my boundaries, like, and I'm just like, I just need to breathe. Like, I just need you to leave me alone and stop bothering me so much, And people wouldn't do it. Certain people would not do it, and it like drove me crazy because I'm just like, I just needed to be left alone. And it wasn't like with everybody, it was just certain individuals, and they did not do it. And that's why I got like really into space, like space, like outer space, and like rocket ships and stars and stuff like that, because they could not comprehend what space meant. They could comprehend it, they just way dumb because they could get away with it. And I'm just like, okay, boundaries, they don't understand what the word boundary means, so I'm gonna talk about space. And I'm just like, maybe if I annoy them enough, they will leave me alone. They start screaming and screaming and screaming because that's not what they want. They want something else. And it was just like so annoying. And yeah, so now I'm on police officers because I went from space, Elon Musk, tech companies, to politics because I was doing tech companies, and now I'm on local, so I'm sure if you guys follow this, you guys know what the next obsession I'm gonna go on. I have no clue what it is, but yeah, you guys can figure it out. But so my parents are really old, and they disown me, like, I moved out at a young age because I wanted a better future for myself, and that's why I moved out. And so I did that, and then I was like never really close to them because we had two different lives. They lived way different than I did, and that was me from once I graduated from high school until like pre-COVID, and then post-COVID, there was somebody who's like, I'm gonna reconnect you with your family, and I'm just like, I see them on the holidays. I think that's enough, and they're like, no, I'm gonna reconnect you two with your family, and I'm just like, well, I know they're gonna pass away soon, and I hate it because like my dad's like, he goes to like doctor appointments like practically every single day, and I'm just like, my dad can't afford it. He barely can even afford like living way in the past. And I'm just like, I don't know how he can afford this, And it's like, it drives me crazy. And I'm just like, well, they just told me I have nothing to do with them. I don't need to worry about that. Like, in the past, like, I used to have to. Like, I'm just like, okay, I have to save up for my dad's funeral costs. I have to do all this. Now they just told me I don't have to deal with that. But they're getting older, and I know they're passing, and I know my other two sisters, and so it in the back of my mind, I know I have to deal with that, I don't know how I'm gonna have to deal with that. And like my thing is, I'm still dealing with the dicky thing about the discrimination, but I'm still like trying to protect some people. And so like I just want them to leave me alone, but I wouldn't mind getting more money because I know it's just gonna be a settlement, if I sue them, because what they did is wrong and there's nothing to switch it about that. So I'm just like, maybe I sue them, I can take the money, I can mail it to my sister, but at the same time, she doesn't care about me whatsoever, you know? And so like I'm sitting here, like, and like last night I had a dream and my mom was in the dream and my mom was like, you graduated when you were in 10th grade. And I got really upset because I graduated in 12th grade and I knew what she was like saying. And like, I got really upset in the stream. And like, in my inside, that's how I would feel. But I would never act that way. Ever. Like, ever. I would be like, and then I would be like sitting down, and I would like imaginarily cross my arms, but I wouldn't actually cross my arms. And then I would just like pout, and then I would just like sit there for like so much time, like I don't know, 5 to like an hour or something. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go. And I would leave. That's my real personality. That's what I would do. But in my inside, I would be like, but and I know, so like that's what my things is. Thoughts and actions are two different things. You can think a whole bunch of things, but what you would actually do is completely different. And one thing I am really upset about is like the fact that my mom don't take things away from me. That's not what my mom does. So like I struggle with that because in my dream I got really angry because she was like trying to take away my high school diploma. That's not my mom's personality. So like it just sucks because like even if I sit and I talk to them about this stuff, it will never fix anything. So it's just better to like keep it inside and ignore it. But like I don't know why everybody needs to know what's always so sad about each other's lives.